So hello dosto, welcome to back my channel. Today I am going to practice about tea. So I have lots of question about tea. So one by one I will try to ask question and I also try to give answer. Stay with me and after end of the video you can also ask to yourself and you can practice. You can become a fluent speaker. So question, have you ever tried green tea? Have you ever tried green tea in your life? Yes. Actually, nowadays I am trying to burn my fat. For this reason, I am taking green tea. After every meal, after 1 hour, I also try to take green tea. It helps us to increase our metabolism and it helps us to digestion and it also burn our fat. So if you have a fat problem, so you can also start green tea. It will remove your cholesterol from your heart, from your liver, and it will save you from disease. हमारा नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन है, what kind of tea do you usually prefer? Actually, I used to prefer milk tea when I was in UP, Deoband, Saharanpur. So there was tea was very cheap and the tea was very good quality. In I never ever find that kind of tea in my local area. But when I went Hyderabad, so that time I took a 1 cup tea. So that time I found that this tea also was so good than their one also. But it was really amazing. Never ever I can't remove and forget the tea of their one. Really it was stuck with my tongue. So if you what kind of tea you like or prefer, you can write it in comment box. How many cups of tea do you like doing in a day? कितना कप आप चाय पीते हो? So when I was in Devon, so that time I used to consume 3 cups of tea per day. Early morning after breakfast and noon time before going to class and evening time means after namaz asr and sometime in night time also. I think the 4 cup tea was compulsory for me. But when I returned to my home, so that time I was consuming only 1 cup. But nowadays I stop totally. Just I take a green tea 3 or 4 cup per day because white sugar is not good for our health. For this reason I stop fully. हमारा क्वेश्चन है, do you like tea or coffee more? Actually, we have a habit of drinking tea. So for this reason, from my childhood, I have a habit of tea. So that's the reason I prefer no tea. But sometimes I applied coffee also. But one kind of happiness and mind freshness I got after taking tea, I did not find that kind of freshness after taking coffee. But when I went Hyderabad, their time I also try to take coffee. For this reason, I should not sleep during the class. For removing my sleepiness, I also used to take coffee. Do you like tea with milk or without milk? Exactly, I like tea with milk because I have a habit when I was in Devon. So that time I used to take milk tea. But whenever I come in my local area, there is not a much more more milk. There is no much more milk. For this reason, I try to take black tea. It helps us, but my mind also feel happiness whenever I take pure milk tea. really I feel very good. हमारा नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन है, कैन यू डिस्क्राइब हाउ यू मेक योर टी? चाय कैसे बनाते हो? फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आई टेक अ फ्राई पैन एंड आई गिव द वाटर, and when water is boiling I add some cardamom and also sometimes cinnamon and sometimes clove and sometimes green cardamom. After that, when water is boiling very well I add tea leaf, and after that sugar, and in the last I also give milk. So after giving milk, just I need to wait a few minutes. After that our tea is ready, and I also try to sip in syrup, and I also try to take a sip of a tea. So it is the process of making tea in my life. Whatever your, you can write it. हमारा क्वेश्चन है, who makes tea best in your home? Actually, in my home, my mom makes tea very good quality. Always I request to my mom, please make one cup tea for me, because she is amazing cooks woman. She makes for me a very good quality of tea, and I feel very happiness, very joy, and marvelous after taking tea of my mom. Do you add sugar to your tea? When I was in Devon, so that time I used to add sugar in my tea. But nowadays, when I am trying to burn my belly fat, for this reason I stop totally myself from sugar. And for next 3 months, I will not take sugar. And after that, I will decide should I eat or not. हमारा नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन है, डू यू ड्रिंक टी व्हेन you feel stressed? So whenever I feel stressed, so that time I used to take a 1 cup tea. It reduce our stressness and give us freshness and new energy. It increase our energy level, because sugar it increase your immunity power and increase for a while, but not for a long time. But many more people, whenever they have a stress, they also try to add minimum 3-4 cups of sugar. It helps them to decrease their stressness and sadness. हमारा नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन है, डू यू लाइक टी स्ट्रॉन्ग और लाइट? Yes, I like very light tea. Some people drink very strong tea, but I feel very bitterness when make uh, tea very strong. I don't feel happiness, because for making tea strong, you have to add lots of tea leaf. So I can't use and I can't take much more tea leaf in my tea. हमारा क्वेश्चन है, what does a perfect cup of tea mean to you? So actually, I need tea in evening time when I perform my namaz of Maghrib. So after that, my heart, my body, my mind also asks and demand tea. It was very hard and difficult whenever I stopped tea totally. But after few days, somehow I control myself from that type of craving, because we have a habit. When we have a habit for a long time, so suddenly our mind need that type of things on the time. हमारा क्वेश्चन है, डू यू थिंक टी हेल्प अस रिलैक्स? Yes, whenever we take breakfast, after that if we don't take tea, so that time we feel unrestness, means something missing in my life. But whenever I take tea, that time I feel very energy, very happiness as life. But whatever you can write in comment section. हमारा क्वेश्चन है, हैव यू एवर ट्राइड टी फ्रॉम अनदर कंट्री? Yes, when I visited Nepal, so there I took tea. The price of tea, one cup. The price of one cup tea was 40 rupees. In our country, only 10 rupees. And tea was also not a good quality. But I thought it is so expensive for us. We had to pay 40 rupees per cup. You can imagine in India, very good quality tea, 10 rupees. But there, 40 rupees. Is tea a part of your daily routine? Yes, it was the part of my daily routine when I was taking tea before start my journey of fat burn. So that time tea was my journey and tea was my part of life. But nowadays I totally quit and avoid tea from my life. Do you drink tea when you feel stressed? So sometime I try to consume tea whenever I feel stress in my mind, not always. And हमारा last question है, what हमारा last question है, what snacks do you like to have with tea? Mostly I try to take some evening time some namkeen with tea because I don't like to take biscuit in evening time. I need very slight on a murmura and a namkin. It help me. It give me happiness. But morning time I also take some biscuit with my tea. So दोस्तों यह हमारा प्रैक्टिस सेशन था टी के बारे में। तो जैसे भी हमने प्रेजेंट किया खुद को, तो आप भी इस टॉपिक के बारे में बहुत सारे क्वेश्चन खुद से करो और उनका जवाब लाउडली दो, तो आपको बहुत फायदा होगा। इतने के लिए जय हिंद। अगर आपने वीडियो को लास्ट तक देखा तो कमेंट कीजिए, शेयर कीजिए और सब्सक्राइब कीजिए।